It's week 12 of the NFL, and all eyes are on Saquon Barkley. He's coming off an incredible effort with over 200 yards rushing a week ago. It's the Giants and the Cards, and it's coming up next.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants. And this is what every one of these guys waits for each and every week, CD, that moment of anticipation just before the game begins.
I know most of these guys have played well over 100 games dating back to their high school days. Imagine that number if you go all the way back to the Little League type of ball. But that excitement before a game, it never gets old.
And now off to the races down the right side. Still going past the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Now a throw here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of the play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is brought in at the 21. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. But you look at this defense. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
Jones throw complete here to Waller. 7 yards there and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Jones. Over the middle, complete. That's Davis. And he will have a Giants first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down. Throwing, Jones. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Now hang on here because following that play, it looks like Amari Cooper is in some distress. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. Jones. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, but sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Jones on third down. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. That's into the hands of McLaughlin. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, The open week is exactly what you need.
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a set. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Or they run the option on second down. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because
and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Here's Higgins out on the right side. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And caught up. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here's Lou Hedley on now to punt the football. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. Josh Jacobs with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
That is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. Able to push his way through. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll go to Barkley again. Pushes him over. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Now loose football. The ball comes out, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
You remember in preseason when we went to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. A give, it's Jacobs off the option. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Cardinals at 500, sitting at 5-5, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Shotgun now for Murray. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Here's 3rd and 7. Now Murray off play action. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. That time a 6-play drive. And it's Hollywood, Marquise Brown, who finishes it off with the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. I think he's still shaking his head a little. It was his fumble on the previous drive that led to the touchdown that has us tied.
And sometimes it's worse on a runner who drops it like that to watch the other team take the ball downfield and score than maybe if they just returned it right away. You know what I mean? Because sometimes what happens that fast, you're right back out on the field. Instead, he had to watch it happen. Let's see if it affects him going forward the rest of the game.
And that's going to be incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people to make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines. linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 40. Jones signaling, let's go, trying to get his guys up to the line. This one goes out wide for Barkley. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 7th play in the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will have a Giants first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll look to throw again. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw on 3rd down, Jones. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they're throwing it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we come up past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And running with power here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. On play action, it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
To throw is Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Murray sliding out of the pocket. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. Flushed out right. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Barkley inside handoff. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now Jones to throw on 2nd down. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Here we go, hey.
Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Blankenship's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 128 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, #7 on the year. And the Cardinals are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Giants going to take over again on offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. Robinson's got it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. Up the middle with Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Meanwhile, Jones throw taken in by Cooper here. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 41-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, New York.
A first down carry for Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
That is incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now a give to Jacobs running right. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. We have played 3 quarters. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. There he goes left side. Now he's free to midfield and bulldozing his way through. And finally taken down at the 34. 110 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Jones. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Barkley. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Throwing, Jones. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And just shedding him off there. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 5.
Murray now running right on the option. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? When you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. Yeah, he'll be stopped right there at the 31. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. First and 10, down at the 31. Play fake. Murray. This will be caught once again by Brown. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Well, they'll try the option on first and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Josh Jacobs with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cards are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. This taken in right around the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had, though, during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air.
Yeah.
I've got to slow down the running.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
Meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted. Winds up falling incomplete.
And they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And this one is incomplete. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And taken right on the 30. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and that will come the offense as they take over. Cardinals football, Marquise Brown back out now with the Arizona offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time to make sure you get in shape.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Taken down at the 30. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Hey, Ace!
2nd down, Jacobs once more. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Once again, it's Jacobs, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A big play looming on 3rd down. To throw is Murray. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So now Jones and the Giants down 31-28. A minute 15 remaining. A fourth straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Into the hands of Cooper. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's Amari Cooper who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Now it's the Cardinals' turn, trailing by 4, 53 ticks to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Murray's throw here into the hands of Moore. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Big ace. 2-2.
Now Murray. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
Partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Jones. It got his man. Complete. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew